EA Sports. It's in the game.
Hey everybody, it's the coach, and this is Monday Night Football on EA Sports. Coming up, Alex Smith on his third NFL team, the Washington Redskins, face off against Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints. I'll be back at halftime to look at some of these stats and scores from Sunday's action. But for now, it's Monday Night Football. And to call the action, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
From a city that's played host to 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans. The setting in this dome just serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with the Washington Redskins. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Saints team as they enter play. It's been all systems go in this first month. They're off to a 4-0 start.
And it's got folks believing that this is a team that's built to go all the way. You can't win the Super Bowl in September, but they're telling everyone that they're going to be there in the end.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Redskins, they've got to be pleased with the start to this season. Obviously, a perfect 3-0.
3 good quality wins, too. It's got people in the locker room excited. They're thinking that this could be their year.
Certainly the game of the weekend, maybe the game of the year, the battle of the unbeatens as we get underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So out comes the Redskins offense now onto the field. They'll be led out by the #1 overall selection back in 05 out of the University of Utah. It's Alex Smith.
And coming off of an early season open week. And in this situation, what he told us when we sat down with him was he spent a lot of time working on fundamentals, kind of getting back to basics during that time, as opposed to having to worry about healing up or resting up. It was too early in the season. Get back to the basics, get his game going again.
Now the first carry for Adrian Peterson. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. And here now, New Orleans defensive unit.
And the Saints got everything they want out of Marshawn Lattimore and more his rookie season. Yes, the NFL Defensive Rookie of the Year. But here's the best part. Didn't give up a single touchdown pass all season and made it very difficult for people to complete a pass in his area.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, Smith. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Here come the Saints for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the first pick of the 2nd round back in 2001, and that's the veteran Drew Brees.
And his stat line last week, that's not going to get him to the Pro Bowl. All right, no touchdowns, no interceptions, but they won. And so the bottom line for him is team won, managed the game effectively, led them to victory. He's doing all the right things.
So Brees going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 43. Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Brees. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. Des Bryant, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They established the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Alvin Kamara really settling into the league in his second season. And, of course, he came out of Tennessee, but not a lot of people remember he started at Alabama.
He did, and got caught in that big mix of running backs at Bama. And they like those bigger, thicker runners, those guys who can break down defenses through the middle. Alvin Kamara ended up leaving Alabama, going to a junior college for a while. I believe he went to Hutchinson Junior College before matriculating at Tennessee and finding his way to the NFL, where he is now a star.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. Breeze now on 1st down. On the crossing route, complete. It's Thomas. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. A first opportunity upcoming in the red zone for the Saints. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Ready?
Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And before they can get settled in here, time expires on the first quarter of action. 0-0 our score. We'll head back to New Orleans after this. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin quarter number 2. They've got a 2nd down and 5 here to start things out. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. They'll look to run with Ingram. 2 minutes remain in a scoreless first half. We're back to New Orleans after this. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. 2nd and goal from the 1. He'll get it up the middle, and he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Mark Ingram, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints are able to cash in for 6. second effort there. He was determined to find pay dirt, and he did.
I think that's a great example of what coaches talk about, a back that runs behind his pads, and he uses pads to get him into the end zone.
Will Lutz on for the point after. Lutz good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive in total 8 plays, and it's Mark Ingram who caps it off with a touchdown run. Lutz now to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. And here come the Redskins now, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Now a first down throw. It's Smith. Crowder's got it over the middle. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. On second down, here's Smith. On the catch, it's Crowder. It'll be a Redskin first down as Smith hits Crowder.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Smith on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Second and 10, Smith again. Looking for his tight end read, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. It means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Back to the ground, this time with Ingram. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Ingram again, a first down carry. And they'll get him down right about the 20. Tackle made there by Zach Brown. Now they'll throw with Breeze. This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Dez Bryant, his first touchdown on the year. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Lutz to try to add the PAT. Lutz with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Lutz now to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. So it's halftime here in New Orleans with the Saints out in front. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll start up at New Era Field just outside of Buffalo, where it was the visiting Titans who were able to walk away with the road victory. 24-9, the final score. From there, we head all the way out west to see what's happening with the LA Chargers. And things didn't go so well, as it was the visiting Raiders who come in and grab the victory. Marshawn Lynch, well over 100 yards on the ground with a pair of touchdown runs. Lastly, we head to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough to check on the Patriots. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting Indianapolis Colts. Tom Brady, terrific in the victory, as his guys up their mark to 4-1 now. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they? Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They'll toss it to Hunt. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And a nice carry there of 15 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Right back to him on first down. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask.
Foul. Face mask. Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. Finding room to the 20. 23 yards on the pickup there and a 1st.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. A toss play to Hunt. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A great play there. His 1st touchdown on the year. And the Saints add on to their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. With his first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
Lutz good on the extra point, and it's now 21-0. Just a 4-play drive that time, and it was capped off by a 12-yard touchdown run. Lutz now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So now we look at the Redskins offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after them now.
On second down, Peterson. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Throwing on third down, Smith. And this is going to be incomplete. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Here's Tressway now as he'll kick it away for the second time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Returnable for Thomas. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the third quarter. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here live in New Orleans. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their own 43. To throw, it's Breeze. Over the middle, complete. That's Arnold. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. They'll keep it on the ground with Charles again. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. A 1st down carry here for Charles. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. Call it an 8-yard gain, much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
Lutz with the extra point, and it is 28-0. A drive that time of 6 plays. And the capper came from Alvin Kamara on the touchdown run. Lutz now to kick this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy.
And he's taken down here by the Saints. Cameron Jordan in there to bury him for a loss of 11. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. And welcome back. The offensive unit, they took the timeout, and now they get set to line up as we resume action. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. From the gun, here's Smith. This one caught by Crowder. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Smith. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. This spot in the 4th quarter with that deficit had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They run it again with Kamara. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. And the storyline in this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0. Zilch, nada. A shutout so hard to do in the NFL.
It really is, and what an accomplishment, because you feel that not just on the defensive side, but as a full team. There's a lot of pride that goes into shutting out an opponent. And how about that 0 on the scoreboard for them, going along with those zeros in the time column too.
So for the Saints, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Redskins, the defeat is their first of the year as they drop to 3-1. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Carolina Panthers. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.